trauma or a red flag?
A lot of people think that not being able to make plans is a red flag or some sort of avoidance that someone has. And from a trauma lens, it often isn't. It's usually a nervous system strategy and not a character flaw. Think of it this way: your body has to believe that the future is stable enough to commit to. You have to believe that there's something worth looking forward to, that it's going to be there before you can make any commitments. When we're diagnosing PTSD, we talk about a foreshortened future. And that is somebody who can't look to the future and make plans because, quite frankly, they don't see a future. If through things that you've been through, you have learned that you can't commit to the future, that the future is unknown, then making a plan for the future is really risky. Your body has to believe that the future is predictable enough to commit to. If you learned that the future was unstable, then planning just feels risky. Certain conditions growing up can teach this adaptation. So, growing up with emotionally volatile caregivers, for example, growing up with frequent disappointments, sudden rule changes, and even being punished for needing things. Your system learned: don't commit, stay flexible, be ready to adapt. We can't depend on anything. If staying flexible was how you stayed safe as a child, it's no wonder that it's really difficult for you to make solid plans as an adult. Your nervous system doesn't automatically update when things get safer. It's conditioning. You've learned to respond a certain way. You've learned to key into these cues that your body is giving you to know, I'm not safe. And when you're out of that environment, you're still getting those cues, but you actually are safe. You might even know that you're safe now, but your body is basically operating on old data. Your body knows that feeling inside means something is going to happen, or that feeling means I have to get ready, I have to brace for something. While you're healing from trauma, a lot of times what happens is your nervous system is used to being activated. It's used to constantly reacting to things, and sometimes safety can actually feel really boring. We sometimes actually create our own drama without even realizing it because we're so used to being activated. And that's not a failure either. It's just planning, quite frankly. You were so used to being activated as a child that you expected something to happen afterwards. So when things are calm, it's almost like you're stuck. Like, this can't be real. What's going to happen next? Often this mismatch between logic and emotion, the mismatch between our nervous system and what it's doing and what's actually happening, is why people say things like, I don't know why I'm like this. So not making plans isn't really avoidance in the way that people assume. It's actually a way that you're trying to protect yourself. Avoidance is about escaping discomfort, and a trauma response is about protecting yourself. It's about preventing a threat, so it's future oriented. Okay, so you have this issue. What do you do with it? How do you actually adapt and live in real life now where there is no threat? I'm going to give you a few practical steps that might really help. Number one is actually make your plans closer to when you're going to be doing the thing. Who said you have to do what everybody else is doing and plan out a month, 2 months, a year in advance? You can do this your own way. So just make plans closer. Somebody asks you to go to an event, you say, I don't make plans until like a week before. Your nervous system can kind of tolerate near future better than far future. You can also build in flexibility explicitly. You're not making concrete plans with people. You can let people know, I really want to go to that thing. I'll see what happens when it gets closer. I have to check my calendar, the day before, and I'll let you know. I'm planning on going, but I'm going to let you know the day before. This kind of gives your nervous system a pause, a moment to say, okay, you don't have to just commit to this. You can commit and be flexible. Another thing you can do is track your sensations. Notice what's happening in your body. We talk about regulating the nervous system a lot in therapy, and that's what this is. You are making a plan, you're feeling the discomfort in your body, and you're naming it. Okay, I said I was going to go to that party and I felt my chest tighten. What's going on is the next step. But first, you have to name it. I felt my chest tighten. Just start there. Just notice. It's information. And what we can do with information later is explore and work with it. But in the beginning, you're just noticing what's going on in my body when I feel something emotionally. What's happening physically? Learn to tap into that because your body is giving your brain cues. So you might as well figure out what's going on. Where is it getting this information from? So the last thing you can do is really try to learn that actually boring can be safe and boring can be good, and we don't have to fix boring. We can actually sit in boring. If this resonated, you're not alone. Trauma healing isn't about pushing ourselves beyond what we can do. It's not about, just braving and pushing through. It's about teaching our nervous system how to regulate, how to calm down, how to take in relaxation and rest. And more importantly, we can make better decisions with a calm, regulated nervous system.